Hey guys, welcome back to John Rule 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're off a brand new benchmark. It's a Plague Tale Innocence for the PC. Today we're running this on my AMD A12-9720P with the AMD Radeon R7 integrated graphics, Paying Edition 10,000. This is gonna suck once again. Now, surprisingly though, I am surprised by this. It's actually really not bad. Every game I've tested on this CPU has hit this at 100% from the very start. I mean, it's still at 100%, but at least it doesn't show me that it's at 100%. This crap's crazy, man. Now, I am running at 50% resolution scaling, but what if I told you I'm running at 1600 by 900 though? At 50%, and this can go all the way down to 1024 by 768. So we do have some breathing room for performance. We're gonna drop that down all the way down to 720p. Now this is being recorded on a capture card, so this is how the game will naturally play. We're basically running everything on the lowest preset. And we're going to see what happens. 720p, 50%. We're getting over 20 FPS. That's actually quite impressive. I didn't expect to achieve that in this game for the first time ever. You see the problem here? You see the problem? All of a sudden now, the GPU doesn't have enough to it. It's a CPU limiter issue, unfortunately, because the GPU was just at 100%, and no, it isn't. So we're gonna need to carry that back up because it doesn't really matter. 60% did the job. It doesn't really matter for performance-wise. We can carry it up, but the CPU is what's bottlenecking this. So it doesn't really matter. And that's the unfortunate truth about this CPU. The A12-9720P has 4 cores and 4 threads, and it sucks. It's just terrible, man. These AMD A chips, I always knew they sucked. This is one of them. Especially the laptop ones. Not great. The GPU can do so much. And this is the sad part about this is a GPU intensive game. I mean, it is CPU intensive, but not to that extent. But once again, this is performing a lot better than I expected it to. I didn't even do any low-end configs or anything like that, and the game's still running at 20 FPS. Now that being said, a CPU bottleneck is a lot different than a GPU bottleneck. The CPU bottleneck is kind of pointless to try to change anything else because the CPU is still going to be at 100%. But regardless, once again, this is being run on a capture card, so this is how the game will perform. It's not bad. I can't complain as much. And it doesn't stutter much either. It's actually quite smooth. That's another thing. I've played a Plague Tale Innocence at 15 FPS. The first time around with single channel RAM. Dual channel definitely helps. 15 FPS works, bro. And I had to lower it down even way more. Remember, I'm still at 720p. I'm not going to carry it any further than there, but I could go lower down. I could make this look like crap. But once again, CPU bottleneck. You a knight. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoy this type of content and the new setup. If you guys have this type of setup, leave a comment down below letting me know, dudes. It's a new computer I'm testing out today. I'm testing a bunch of videos on it real quick. So it's going to be, you're going to see a lot of these in the next couple of days. There's going to be a lot of these videos coming out. Just keep that in mind. But in case people want to know, because people might say, if you have something lower end, I will show you the 1024 by 768. We could even go to 30%. Holy crap, I forgot we could do that. But here we are. Can't see anything, but the FPS ain't bad. Now is it? Honestly, the gain, I don't think the gain is worth it, to be fair. I don't think the gain was worth it, but here it is. 1024, 768 at 30 FPS. Honestly, it's not that worth it, but we will go back to 720p. And I'll keep the 30%. I will stop there. So 720p, 30% resolution scaling. We saw 50% handled it quite well. 30% 720p also does well. But honestly, it doesn't really. It's still around the same FPS it would have been at 50%. Nothing much here makes a difference. Honestly, I feel like I'm limiting it even more by doing that because it's more of a CPU bottleneck at this point. See, it runs basically the same. So I'll mute myself now. Just enjoy the rest of the content, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. I can't believe this runs.